Hi everyone, I'm Chris from Discover eLearning, and today we've launched version 3.3 of the eLearning Magic Toolkit for Articulate Storyline developers, and I'd like to give you a look at everything that's new. So first up, we have the biggest new feature included in this release, which is our new cutting-edge live link system, which makes it possible to develop multiplayer experiences in Articulate Storyline 360 using just a few additional variables and triggers in your project. The live link system comes with its own wizard, which helps you to get started right away, setting up whatever kind of experience you want to build, whether it be some kind of turn-based game or perhaps a competitive quiz show with up to 4 players. The wizard kicks things off by giving you the full list of variables to set up in your project, and then in the next step you can tell LiveLink what variables you intend to share between players in order to make your experience work. So you can see here this might include things like a dice roll value, board position, and lives remaining to help build up a board game style activity. Following that, there are just 4 execute JavaScript triggers to set up. The first connects the storyline activity to the live link system in the toolkit when the activity first loads. Then we have a script allowing a player to create a new session room with a secret code, a script for other players to join the same room, and finally a script that can be sent by the current active turn player to submit their turn. And this updates their variables across all users in the same session. A brilliant bit of feedback we got from our last video from one of our viewers was that they felt the live link system would fall down if a player closed their browser, because then all other players might be left hanging whilst they wait indefinitely for a disconnected player to take their turn. And I absolutely agree with that, so I'm really pleased that at launch the live link system provides the ability to let other players know if for whatever reason another player has left their session. Let me show this to you now with our multiplayer demo here running on my WordPress site. And by the way, this storyline demo project will be available to download with the eLearning Magic Toolkit very soon as well. Okay, so I'm going to launch this published game in 2 separate browser windows, with the left side being player 1 and the right side player 2. Let's have player 1 set up a new session room, and I'll toggle the debug panel so we can see those variables updating in real time. And now we'll connect player 2 to the same room. Okay, so because the room was set up to be full when 2 users have joined, the game has immediately commenced, and you can see player 1 is the active turn player. So let's assume player 1 has a real lousy start to the game here, rolling a 1 and in the process losing a life because they maybe got their question challenge wrong. Players now pass to player 2, and you can see player 1's storyline variable values have been passed through via live link. But now player 1 in sheer frustration has decided to immediately rage quit and has closed everything down. So after a few seconds, as live link determines that player 1 is no longer connected to the room, we should see the result of that take place in player 2's session in just a moment. So let's keep an eye on their window. And there we go, you can see that live link provides a variable telling storyline which user IDs are actively connected to the game. And if that variable changes for whatever reason, then we can design in storyline what happens next. And in this case, I just have an extra layer in my storyline project that displays to let the user know that they have won by default. So I hope this shows just how powerful this new live link feature is, and you can get started building your own live multiplayer experiences in Storyline by downloading the eLearning Magic Toolkit version 3.3 today. See you next time.